Alright, we got some Motley Crue. This is Stick to Your Guns. Old school Motley. Y'all gonna call me crazy and such, but probably one of my favorite albums. And they had, all them albums was real good. I don't know why my voice changes like this. This goes out to Reyes. You know who you are. You've requested it many a time. And sometimes that's how you get it done. There's also a dude wanting Amon Amarth, however you say it. I got you. You want to tune a whole step down? Alright, and let's do it. Killer song, man. Les, I remember going to your house and you playing this all the time. You were doing that with all the Motley albums. And we'd sit there and just jam them all day. Now the tuning was slightly, I've got it a whole step down, which is how Motley normally tuned. I don't know if it was because it was an old version on YouTube. I listened to 2 of them, but it was a quarter step difference. So, you know, it happens. You know, on the intro, I forgot to stop there because it'll go. And the second time, it's even shorter. So sorry I missed that, but I'm gonna teach it to you right now. Reyes. This is Mr. Aggressive coming at you. Inside joke. Ray knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so to start with here, we're going to start on fret 5 on the low E. I need to cut this dang thing. And partial pinch harmonic, not like a major squeal, but you're gonna bend release, and it's going to be a 1.5 bend. That means it's a 3 fret bend. You can gauge that by going up to fret 8 and sticking that note in your ear, bend release to it. Anyways, that's the first part. And then it kicks in with open E. So, open E, 5A, palm mute open E, and then 4A, 5A. Now the beat is real jumpy, so listen to the song to try to catch the feel of it. Then back to the open E. Now you can subgroup it, add a note here and there to build it. See, we're hitting that open E and then back to the 5A. And then 2 open E's palm muted. It's the only time I know of that Mick does that. He may do it later on in the song. But the other times coming up after this, it's going to be 1 time. You'll see. 4, 4, 5 on the A after that. So there's kind of a groove here that Mick's doing, but he's changing the bass melody of it from the open to the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret back to the 2nd fret. In other words, but the melody for the most part sticks the same. So so the only thing that's changing is we're not doing a double on one of those parts. It's 2E, 5A, palm mute the 2E, and then 4A, 5A, back to the 2E, 5A, palm mute the 2E, and then 4, 4, 5 on the A again. And there's some sporadic pinch harmonics in there. You'll hear them, more of the high-end, treble-y, mid-rangey, squealish kind of sounds. A lot of times they're with vibratos, and they're really, you know, accentuated that way, but they're just, he's not vibratoing them. So now we're going to do the same exact thing we did on this 2-5, but we're going to do it on the 3-5. So you should know that without me breaking that part down. I want to make sure you get all these parts that I played in the intro taught to you. So if you're like, what? I don't get it. Well, if you got the prior one, you got this one. It's even easier because we're going to the 3rd fret instead of the 2nd. And then also, you're on those little transitions from the E to the, or the open to the 2 to the 3 to the 2, there's an open E in transition. So coming off the 2, I didn't explain that earlier, so explain that now. Open to 3, but the riff is the same there, right? Now this one's cut short. You'll be doing that open and then back to the 2nd fret. And the second time you hit the 2nd fret on string 6, you do a quick rest. There's a break there. You're just not finishing it out. Oops. So the second time around, you're going to repeat all that, slight change, but start with a slide, go up to around fret 19. It's not so important the start note of the slide, it's the effect of it that we're going for. And slide that way down, man, to about fret 3. 3 or 4. You don't hear really the start of it or the end of it. Now we're starting over. But we're not doing the 2 opens that the intro had, right? The intro had right there. This time it's just 1. The rest is the same. But the ending just goes open E, 2E, 5A. That's it. Quick rest after that. And then into this part, which has actually got kind of a funky strum feel to it. 5, 7, 7, A, D, and G. You can do the fingering how you want on that. I like to kind of bar, just I'm used to that. We'll be doing that, moving it up a half step to 6, 8, 8, and then up to 7, 9, 9. Right? And he's got this little shuffly fret hand mute thing going on. Just release the pressure. I drop this middle finger down to assure a good mute. And the more fingers, the less chance of hitting natural harmonics, which can happen. Some of that's cool and it happens naturally. But you want a good, pretty good like mute in there. So it'll be dut dut chord, dut dut chord, like a triplet thing. So down up on the mute after that. And then hit the chord again. Sound like cardigan. accordion. Never mind. And then, so, and then down, up, down, mute, and then the chord again. So, accordion. That is the hook, okay, for that part. You're gonna do it 5 times. I lost count. Let's do 2 more. And don't overanalyze the t in there. It's not consistent 100% every single time. It's got that element of, I don't want to say slop, because it doesn't sound right, but it's like a raw, kind of bluesy, funky, in-your-face shuffle, you know, like Jimmy Page would do. So it's 5 of those, then you'll go. So this one's a little different. Instead of the shuffly fret-hand muting, they're all downstrokes, and the chords change. 577, 799, 577. Those are your transitions, and then we get into the muting. All right, so fret-hand mute, chord. Okay, and then 2 mutes, and then the chord again. Cardigan. 3 of them actually, and then chord, 1, 2 mutes, chord. You're gonna do that again. So then 577, 688, 799, and we're back to the first one we did. But you'll hold that last chord instead of throw the fret hand muting on it, alright? So, and that's leading you into another part. It'll be, another thing to help you with the beats around that fret hand muting, because I don't want you to trip on that too much. If you can get the chord placement, if you can get that solid, you fill in those pauses, those rests with the muting. That's another way you can look at it. Those are the punches, man, that are hitting you is the chords. The techniques are more to fall back in the pocket of the rhythm. All right, so coming out of that, we're going back into the first one, like I said. Hit it, let it ring, and slide that over here. We're doing like a B sus chord. It'll be and that's 2, 4, 4, 5. A, D, G, B. Use your third finger to bar, but you also want to be barring the 4 on the B, because we're resolving this suspended chord to the major chord, which would be 2, 4, 4, 4. So you'd go. And then open 3, open on the E, quarter step bend that 3 into this A shape. Open A, 2, D, G, and B. 3, 4. That'll be in there twice. So. And I'm loving this. It's awesome what Mick does here. It's like a major suspended to a 7th. And I'm not hearing a G bass on it. If we were in standard tuning, I'm saying G. We're double flat, but in other words, I'm not hearing. It's like he took the root off. That's what it sounds like to me. So I can hear the bass doing the root, but not the guitar. 5, 3, 5, A, D, G, and you're going to want to use finger 3, 1, 4, and we're going to strum those 3, and just let it ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be like the G suspended, and and then we're going, I guess technically it'd be the F suspended, but you know. Then the middle finger goes to 4G, we remove the pinky, and that's a 7th chord. Technically an F7. Alright, so now we're looking at 5-3-4. So 5-3-5 to 5-3-4. Then back to this A shape. Open A, 2D, 2G, 2B. And then this concept. That's going to take you back to the beginning. So you'll be hitting the chord. Mick uses thumb a lot. If you look at his thumb, man, it's freaking long. No joke. Like Michael Sweet. He's got that long thumb. Steve Vai. Just take that over and hit the 2 off the low E. It's not super solid in your face like it's not Metallica style. Just lay it back a little. Chord chunk chunk. 4 times, and then you're back to the beginning. And by the beginning, I mean the very beginning of. Just kidding. Let me grab a seat, fit it all in here. I got a student, a lesson on Skype. Got to get ready for. So, anyways, I fit all the parts in here. Cool. Make sure you subgroup it. Follow the way I explained it in here. Listen to the song. It's not super easy. I mean, you want to get that pocket feel that Mick has going rhythmically in this. And, you know, probably the best way to approach that outside of listening to the song is playing this stuff slow and subgrouping it, you know, building the pieces. See the little pieces of the puzzle. Get 3 of those little chunks, repeat them, and then build off of that, you know. And, it should come together for you. Look for things that are repetitious that you can go boom, like on the intro, you know, where we're doing that. When you go to that 2nd fret, it's the same concept. We've just changed the root note. The beat's still the same. That stuff, man, you want to really try to keep it up in the cranium, right? No, then it goes back into the. Alright, so I'll play it on the outro for you. Les, what's up? I miss you, I love you. Les is Mick Mars' son. One of these days we'll still get you up here, but you know, Motley's the #1 requested band here, and I've got a lot of lessons of Motley, and we're running out of Motley tunes. No, we're not. We still got a lot to go. But you got to do one for us, man. Please. If you guys are interested in taking private lessons from me on Skype, I do teach not just in the States, but around the world. And for information on that, you can email me, rockinguitarlessons@hotmail.com and mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. Tag me on both those emails to make sure I get it. And I'll give you the price breakdown, how all of it works. You can also find more information on my website, rockinguitarlessons.com. There's also a tutorial there specifically talking about the lesson program and how it works. And my wife Jolene teaches vocals. She has a tutorial there as well. And it's a good way to take your playing to the next level. A lot of my students, really, the majority of them, really like fine-tuning these songs and getting these parts right. The way they were recorded in the recording studio, and that's really what I'm all about. I love trying to represent the authentic, original way and try to get every little nuance for you guys. So it's fun. I also offer what's called CVT lessons. If you're too busy to do the lessons on Skype for whatever reason, because it happens, we're busy people, you let me know what song you want me to do or type of lesson, and I handwrite the tabs, timestamp, subgroup everything, scan the tabs, send them to your email, and then I record the video lesson segment and put that on the channel. You get the audio and the video, send the tabs to your email and all that good stuff. So that's another route, and you can email me or check out the website. Be sure to add me on social media, facebook.com/rockinguitarlessons. Add me on Twitter. All that stuff's in my information detail stuff below down here. See it? Right there. Feel free to add me, take my videos, share them. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And Ray, here you go, buddy. But I know you got more. You got more. Just comment. That's cool. This channel's about you guys. Till next time, Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com. See ya.